Welcome to the customer section of the CRM program. What you're looking at is the home screen for the customer. This will show all the information the customer generally will need whenever they log into the system, including the customer's information such as their first name, their last name, their business phone number, their email address, their contact phone number, mobile phone, login information, and password. Scroll down and continue looking on the left-hand side. You will see the accounting contact's first name, last name, phone number, business fax number, and accounting email address. The next thing in line will be the ISKI code. You can add a new ISKI at any time to the system by simply inserting a new ISKI. You can also upload video files and commercials for audio commercials, as well as print and other forms of media. The larger the file, the more time it will take, and it is possible the system will time out if the file is too large. Please make sure that your file name is the same as your ISKI code, as that's what the system's going to use whenever it sends out your orders. If you look over on the right, you'll see things such as market request, communication, current alerts, orders, invoices, and post logs. This is all the information that a customer generally will need at a moment's glance whenever they log into the system. However, it does take a little bit longer to log into the system because all the information has to be populated. Next, we will see the My Details tab at the top. Whenever you click on the My Details tab, it's going to pop information about the customer and provide more in-depth information so that the managers and staff members may have better forms of communication with you. This could include your company's product, your primary demo, all of your ISKI codes, your payments, and at the bottom, you can opt out of email request. The issue with opting out of an email is that you no longer will receive in your email a pre-log or post-log whenever you have commercials scheduled or commercials that aired. So use that wisely. Next, you have customer communication, which is emails back and forth between the system and you. The assistant information, if the customer has an assistant. Accounting information. Advertising information. Payment information. The staff associated with your account so that you may contact them. Information back and forth such as follow-up or the next step in the process, credit, and customer review. If you've had commercials that have aired, you can make a customer review. We only ask that you review commercials that you've actually placed on. You can also view at the top here your advertising orders. Before we do, if you need to communicate with your representative, you may do so by just simply clicking Communicate with Representative, which will populate an email, and then you would select who you're going to email to by selecting Email, and you would select your staff member and OK. You would let the system know when you want the email to be sent, even though you're creating it over the weekend. Maybe you want it to be sent on a Monday. You can make the system send it at a later time, and then give information and send it to the staff member. Next, we're going to look at advertising orders. These are orders that are already inside the system that the customer has placed. We can also view any quotes that have been made and create a new quote from right here. Once we've created a quote, we can change that to an order. But right now we have nothing to quote, so we're going to close that out. We also can view scheduled items. Once you have an item that's scheduled, you can create a document with all of your scheduled items in one easy-to-read document. For now, we're going to create an order. The easiest way to do that is to simply select Build Orders. Here, it's going to give you an opportunity to select a specific type of media that you're looking for. However, at this time, it's easier to just simply select OK. But if you choose to, you can look for a particular type of media based on the type of ad that you're looking for, the media name, the length of the ad, the market that would cover the ad, the zip codes, and even if a list of many zip codes is provided, you can simply input one zip code and you would get all media associated with that one zip code, the city, and a review. So if you have other customers that have reviewed products or commercials inside of the system, you could look for an average of anywhere from 1 to 5. At this time, we're not going to input any information. We're just going to select OK. By selecting OK, we're going to populate all of the information, and we're going to select the media to add to our new order. Let's just select the first couple of forms of media here. Please make sure whenever selecting your media that your commercial length is equal to the media being selected. Once we selected the media, we're going to find the ISKI. This is the commercial to associate with the media that we're purchasing. We can change the start date and the end date. For now, we'll just change the end date, and we'll change the number of items being selected. So we're going to select a quantity of 18 earrings. It will continue to do this for each one of the media that you selected to add to your order. So for each one, you're going to want to select your start date and your end date and the number of quantity that you're wishing to purchase. Once you're done, you would hit Create again. That's going to create your order. As you see here, you've ordered 33 items with a total of $47.61. All we do is hit Save, and we click OK. Now, it's no longer in a build status. There, we're going to go over here to the order status, and we're going to find Built Orders. Here we can find this build. We're going to select Edit, and we have a choice at this time in which to add new media to the order or to submit the order as is. Let's say that we wanted to add additional media. All we would have to do is select Add Media to the order, and then once again we could go down to, let's say we only want New Hampshire. We could select OK. The information is going to populate just for New Hampshire. We're going to select our media, scroll to the top again, and select Add Selected Media to Order. As before, we're going to select the ISKI to go with the order and the number of quantity. So we'll make 12 at this time. And we'll hit Create. Now you can see the media has been added to the order. We'll hit Save, and we will submit the order to the system. Once we hit Submit, it's going to start with creating an invoice. First and foremost, we need to hit Save, as all of our information is already pre-populated in the invoice. The next option is going to allow you to choose whether you're paying by wire, by credit card, by balance, which is the account balance on hand, the check, and account credit, if a credit's already been established with the media source. Here we're going to select check. Then it's going to give you the option of inputting the amount of the check you're submitting and the check number. If the sales staff has inputted the mailing address for their company, the mailing address will be found on this screen. It'll also be found under accounting information in the My Details section under your customer page. We're going to select OK, and it says for a check to please allow 8 days for processing of payment to be completed. And as you see, there's your order and you've made the payment. If we go to Invoices, we can find Open Invoices, and this invoice will still show open because payment's not been received by the agency, so they've not gone in and updated the system to verified. Once the payment has been received, they can verify the payment, then the information can be updated, and this will be removed from your Open Invoice listing. Let's say at this time, though, that you wanted to create an invoice and view the invoice for your records. The easiest thing to do is select Print Invoice. It's going to populate the information with your order and your total, and all you would do is choose to save it or print it. If you save it, it'll save to a file, and if you print, obviously it'll go to your printer. We'll select Close. Let's go over to Payment Information, and we can view a variety of options, including payments that have already been made. We can also select Payment Type for invoices, and select Prepayment if you want to make a prepayment for an invoice. Under Invoices, you also can select the variety of payment options had this item not already been paid. Next, you'll find Reviews and an ROI calculator. You can make a review of any media that's been placed. Just simply select the item that you're wanting to review, click OK, and then give it a rating between 1 and 5. 5 being great, 1 being poor. Let's say in this situation that you advertised on HGTV in Austin, Texas, and it was a 4. And you can also include notes. And hit Save. By doing that, you're helping other users determine if your advertising worked and if it may work for them. We'll close that at this time, and then we can go up to ROI. If you have a commercial that has aired, you could select it here and select your media and determine your ROI for that particular media. Once you're done, you can review your ROI by hitting ROI Search and view all the media that you've ever done an ROI calculation for. Next, you have the opportunity to IM your staff member. All you would have to do is hit IM, select the staff member that you want to IM, select OK, and it will tell you that they're offline. If they're offline, it will still go to them. It will just show the next time they log in. Let's go ahead and say yes. And then we just simply type them a message. And hit Send. Next time they log in, they'll see your message. Finally, we can look at media and just get an idea of the media within the system. We've made 2 reviews of media just now, so we're going to go in and look at the Austin media whenever the system populates. We can filter it down and look at a particular area or just look at a variety of things. So let's look at Austin. As you see here, your review has been inputted into the system, and you can see the average review in number of stars plus a number next to it, a number value. There are your 2 reviews. Let's look at, finally, we could do a build quote. A quote can be built and then later changed to an order at any time. That would give you an opportunity to determine what type of information you're looking for and what type of ads you're wanting to place, and give you a basic overview of the total cost, at which time you can remove items or you can just simply convert it to an order. The final thing is market request. These are requests if the market that you're looking for is not inside the system. You would just put in the name of the market, the state the market's located in, or national if it's national, and then the type of ad that you're looking for, the length of the ad that you're wanting to place, the start date for your campaign, the end date for your campaign, and the amount of money you're wanting to put forward on the campaign, plus any notes. Once you've done that, you would just simply hit Save, and that information would be available to your staff member. Once you've made a market request, you can check the status of it at any time inside of the system and view where your market request is. That's a basic overview of the customer section of the CRM program.